The unfortunate situation is that many people within organizations don't fundamentally understand how AI works and where it could be applied. And I don't mean to be the more cynical individual on this panel, but I'm trying to be very judicious for our collective benefit, the audience's benefit, our industry's benefit. We don't want to be yet another example of hubris, chasing after technology that people don't understand, throwing R&D dollars at ineffective use cases. And so I think that's absolutely right, Mario, when you mention it. The decision making process within insurance companies is just as important as the AI itself. What I mean by that is there's something called pluralistic ignorance that I've noticed quite often in organizations, large as well as small. Pluralistic ignorance is a term that's used by psychologists where everybody in the room assumes the other person knows everything that's going to happen. So you basically, your brain, your cognitive brain is turned off because you assume other people in the room know more about something than you do. Now, it might be a good thing to have that humility, but the downside of that is if everybody in the room thinks everybody else is more knowledgeable about something, then that's troublesome because that engenders groupthink, and then insurance companies, intermediaries, etc., start going off into initiatives and activities that at the end of the day people kind of question themselves and say, hey, how did we blow $1 billion on this initiative? you know and then everybody points fingers. And so to avoid pluralistic ignorance, really, really important for people who are advocating the use of AI in projects within incumbent companies or in emerging de novo organizations to have a very, very firm grasp of what this tool is being used for and what the outcome should be. And also where the kill switch is. As a former aerospace engineer and rocket engineer, there's always a kill switch. There's an operator standing right there with their button on the kill switch, metaphorically and practically, right there. At any given point, they can kill the rocket so it doesn't do damage. I wonder if organizations, when they consider using AI tools, have a kill switch process established as well that reduces the amount of embarrassment internally, but also externally to partners, vendors, etc., investors, and Wall Street. So I think some of those things are really important to think about. I can go on and on about this, but I will go back on mute because I'm sure other folks have some things to say as well. There's a lot of positives of AI, but how you use a tool is just as important as the tool itself.